I was so excited when I saw that, but I didn't actually look at
I don't know
any
what
of
I'm gonna
them. But
do.
I was like,
I'm probably gonna cut
started
out all this,
laughing.
like all the stuff we're saying now. I'm gonna
No, I
probably
know,
cut
I
out.
know, but
But
it's gonna
yeah,
be really funny.
well, yeah. So like, I'm probably gonna cut out me talking about all these now, but I'm gonna say it anyway for your reactions, just in case. So there's a clip where Biden he'll say the wackiest stuff. This is recent.
He says the darndest
Yeah, he
things.
says the darndest things. So this is recently. He said he was running for the U.S. Senate. He said, "Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other Biden."
South Carolina is going to determine who the next president of the United States is going to be. You really are. You're the ones that sent Bill Clinton to the presidency, and you're the ones that sent Barack Obama to the presidency. And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other Biden. Give me a look, though, okay? That's all I've really got to say to you. I got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I'm looking at the clock down here.
I think that's one of my favorite quotes that he's ever said, honestly. He said this one time he was talking about yeah, there you go. He was talking about Ukraine and he was like he was explaining something about during the Obama years and he was like, President, and he couldn't think of Obama. He was like, President, my boss.
Because they invaded another country and annexed a significant portion of it called Crimea. Right. He's saying that it was President, my boss, it was his fault.
There's this one where he
no.
just jumps at this person. He's like, why?
Well, yesterday you said you accepted Bernie's apology and now you're attacking him. Why are you doing that? Why wasn't his apology enough, Mr. Vice President?
Right this way,
Why attack Sanders?
Why? You're getting nervous, man.
There's one. Okay, so Biden is not a fan of like, the marketplace of ideas. If somebody asks him the wrong question, he's going to get a little upset. And this one time, this lady asked him a question at like a campaign event recently. Well, it's like last year probably, but he's like,
I'm just laughing in anticipation.
no, so he called her a lying dog-faced pony soldier. And
So you're arguably the candidate with the greatest advantage in this race. You've been the vice president. You weren't burdened down by the impeachment trials. Or in the participation. So how do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, I was a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
like people wanted to be offended, but they had no idea what the fuck he meant. And it was like this reference to like a 1950s movie. Yeah, so it's pretty obscure. He's like a hipster, I guess,
Yeah.
rattling off obscure references. But there's one of my other favorite times where Biden, this guy, you got to say he was kind of a maybe a little bit out of shape individual, and Biden, he. I don't know, we don't have to go into the context, but Biden was a little upset at the line of questioning. He goes, "Look, fat." And
You're a damn liar, man. That's not true. And no one has ever said that. No one has proved that.
I see it on the TV.
You see it on the TV. No, I know you do. And by the way, that's why I'm not sedentary. I get up and no, let him go. Let him go. Look, the reason I'm running is because I've been around a long time and I know more than most people know. And I can get things done. That's why I'm running. And you want to check my shape line, let's do push-ups together here, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do. Let's take the IQ test. Number two. No one has said my son has done anything wrong, and I did not on any occasion. And no one has ever said it. Not
I
one.
didn't say you were doing anything wrong.
You said I set up my son to work in an oil company. Isn't that what you said? Get your words straight, Jack.
That's what I hear on MSNBC.
You don't hear that in MSNBC. You did not hear that at all. What you heard, look, okay, I'm not going to get in an argument with you, man.
Well, I don't want to.
Well, yeah, you do, but look, fat, look, here's the deal.
and he caught himself and he just changed his course of whatever he was saying. And then he also goes on to like challenge the guy to a push-up contest. he calls the guy sedentary. It's like he's a fucking bully, all right? You know, like he's technically different than Trump, but he is similar as well. There's Corn Pop. He talks about this black guy that he had to fight when he was a lifeguard at this pool and during segregation.
I learned a lot. And I learned that it makes a difference. This was the diving board area, and I was one of the guards, and there was a 3-meter board. And if you fell off sideways, you landed on the darn cement over there. And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
Very much playing into the trope of like black criminality, but he's just telling these stories, man. It's pretty great. He talks about his hairy legs when he was at the pool, and the kids would press down his wet hairy legs, and they would spring back up.
And to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Yeah. So I'm gonna splice all these in. Maybe I'll just have me talking about it, but I'll splice them in too. I don't know. He has the You Ain't Black. He's talking to this radio host Charlemagne. This was like a couple months ago. And the guy asked him a few questions, and Biden's like, "If you don't know if you're for me or Trump, you ain't black."
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
And I just really wanted
Yeah.
him. I really wanted him to say like Jack after that, like you ain't black, Jack, because he always says Jack because he's from like apparently he's from like the 30s.
Yeah.
Like Biden, he's like 1,000 years old somehow. And Biden, Obama. So he says this one time he's doing a rally, a campaign rally or something, and he says he's an Biden, Obama Democrat.
You want to nominate a Democrat, a lifelong Democrat, a proud Democrat, an Biden-Obama Democrat.
So he really mixed up the names, and it was really I don't know, innovative the way
He got confused.
yeah, maybe. I mean, I think he's an Biden Obama Democrat.